What's up, guys? Long time no motherfucking yap. I already know every time I come on here, I say the same thing. I need to do better recording for YouTube, and I never do. I never do better. If anything, I do worse. I just don't understand why it's so hard for me to come on here and record videos. Anyway, today we have a purpose. We're here for a reason. I posted a question box on Instagram, and I decided to come onto YouTube and record the answers because some of them are really deep and some of them are really stupid. But we're going to talk about it anyway. We're going to talk about it all. And if you happen to watch this video, drop a comment and let me know what it is that you want me to be recording for YouTube. What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to show you? Anything, literally. It could be what I eat in a day, all the way from, it could be anything. It could be what I'm eating in a day. It could be literally just a vlog of my life. It could be something deep, something personal. What do you want to know from me? What do you want to know about me? I need to know. But let's get into it because there's a lot of questions that I want to cover today. Okay, wait. First one is going to be like, bro, if you could see the amount of times that I got asked if I was single in this question box, like, this is not a motherfucking dating app. And even if I was single, which I am, even though I am single, I don't fucking want you. I don't want you. I don't like you. You're ugly. You're fat. All right, that's me. Let me stop. But I don't want you. So am I single? Yeah. But what's it to you? Are you going to pay some bills? You got some money for me? All right, then. Back up. Like, I'm not interested. I'm not really going in any particular order here. I'm just going in the order that I've screenshotted the questions. So, first question is, what's one place you've always wanted to visit? I would love to see Italy. I would really love to go to Italy and just spend the month. And, you know, growing up, I used to say, oh, I'm gonna live in Italy for a month. And you know what is so crazy? Like, I am at a point in my life where I can actually do that if I want to. And I should. I think I should. Next question. Have I thought about using steroids? For what? Why? Why would I need to do that? I don't have anything against anybody who does what they want to do with their life because I don't care. It has nothing to do with my life. But why would I, Nicole Carlucci, why would I need to use steroids? I'm not competing. It's not my goal to compete in bodybuilding. So for what reason do I need to just be walking around using steroids? It just makes no, like, the question just makes no sense to me. No, I have never thought about using steroids. I never would because I don't care about being that muscular. I don't know. Some of these questions are going to piss me off. How did I start to create content on Instagram and TikTok? It really is just as simple as posting. From one day to the next, I just started posting. Why? Because I saw other people doing it and I wanted to do it too. So that's the short story version of it. Back in 2022, I started to get into fitness. I started to look good and I saw people becoming influencers. And you know, social media was not what it is now. It has grown so much since 2022. And, you know, I had a friend on Instagram who I saw working with a photographer and recording fitness stuff. And I was like, yo, I want to do that too. So I hit him up. We made a video, posted it. And literally after that day, I just posted every single day. And I never stopped. And that is literally how I became a fitness influencer / content creator. I do believe that there is a difference between being a content creator and being an influencer. As a content creator, you're just creating content. As an influencer, you're creating content with value to inspire, to encourage, to help people change their lives. So yeah, that's basically how I got into content creation / influencing. What keeps you going on the days you don't feel like putting in work? Discipline, integrity. I am very firm on those things. I am a strong believer that doing what the fuck you said you're gonna do is what's going to make you successful. So if you tell yourself, I'm going to do this today, or if I'm going to, it can even be as small as tomorrow, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. If you told yourself you're going to do that, fucking do it. And that's what keeps me going on the days where I don't have motivation. Because honestly, 9 out of 10 times, I'm not motivated anyway. I'm always tired. This question. You know, I didn't have to answer this, but I wanted to. Why cats? Well, let me tell you something. Mr. Lopez, whoever you are. Why cats? It is a scientific fact that every bad bitch on this planet has a gay best friend and has a cat. Now, don't fight with me. Fight with the statistics, okay? I like cats. I personally feel like they suit my personality. I'm not home often, so they require less maintenance and attention than a dog. I love animals. I am not against any type of animal. I've had guinea pigs, fucking snakes, lizards, bunnies. What else have I had? Dogs, cats. I mean, my family has had all types of fucking animals. But I like cats. So that is why I have a cat. Next question. What is your cat's name? I put these two next to each other on purpose, obviously, because they're relevant. My cat's name is Poppy. Like daddy, like Poppy, because he's a Papi Chulo. So yes, when you come to my house and you greet my cat, you're calling him daddy. He is the man of the house anyway. How is your Spanish going? Can we get videos in Spanish? Well, I'm still learning. I do put it into practice when I can. And I cannot give you videos in Spanish if I do not speak enough Spanish to tell you what I'm saying. Imagine me saying all of this in Spanish. I would love to, but I can't. People think that learning a new language is it's just gonna happen overnight. And mind you, half of the time I'm in Puerto Rico, people here are talking to me in English. They don't even give me a chance to practice my Spanish sometimes. They're like, oh, gringa, how are you? I'm like, bro, you didn't even give me a chance to try. Or I do try and they're like, huh? So, you know, sometimes it gets discouraging, but like, I'm trying. Poco a poco. You know, little by little. Give me some time. Give me some patience. It hasn't even been 2 years yet. Do you think motivation is important or is it overrated? Fuck your motivation. Fuck your motivation, okay? You don't need motivation. Actually, I'm lying. You need a little bit of motivation. You have to be a little bit motivated to at least start. But let me tell you something. You cannot rely on motivation to be the sole factor, the key to getting things done. It's not going to work. It's going to fluctuate. It's going to be there sometimes. Sometimes my motivation is gone within the same 5 minutes that I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good day. I'm motivated. Then all of a sudden I'm eating breakfast and I'm like, I need a nap. I'm tired. Damn, I don't feel like working out no more. So don't negotiate with your motivation. You know, have discipline, have integrity, show up for yourself because you said you would. Keep the promises to yourself that you made. So motivation is very much overrated. Is there something that you've always wanted people to know about you? I mean, I did talk about this a little bit on Instagram. I don't really care too much about people knowing me, and I think that that's my dilemma in being an influencer or a content creator, is that like I show you guys what I want you to know about me. I don't care for you guys to understand me on a deeper level, because for me, for people to know me is very vulnerable, and I feel exposed often when people know me at a deeper level. And you know, sometimes I struggle with the fear of being perceived. Like, what are people going to think about me? It's not that I care, but it's just like, I don't like to feel exposed. And I don't like to feel vulnerable. Like, that for me is not for everybody. That for me is for the select people, the few select people that I choose to know me at core. But If I could give you something, what I would want people to know about me that they probably don't, I'm really cool. I'm a really cool girl. I'm humble. I'm sweet. I'm funny. I'm chill. I'm not judgmental. I really think that, like, if you didn't know me and you had a chance to get to know me, you would know I'm like a really fucking cool girl. So that's something that you guys probably didn't know or did know. I don't know. Now you know. Who encourages my success? Who encourages my success? And I talked about this on Instagram as well. I have never... I never really looked for outside validation when it came to my decision making, because I do whatever I want. It's like a flaw that I have, but it's also a really great thing about me, great quality. So when I think about who encourages my success, it's myself, my younger self, my present self, my future self. You know, I'm always striving to be the best I can for you know, to set myself up for the future, and then in the moments where I'm achieving those things, I'm super proud, and I feel like younger me is proud also. So that's who encourages my success. I do. What does emotional safety look like for you? Ooh, this is a good question. Emotional safety for me looks like regulated communication and trust. And that has nothing to do with just being in a relationship. You know, obviously that's something we all want in a relationship, right? But I need to be able to feel that when I'm talking to my friends. I need to be able to feel that when I'm talking to a family member, when I'm with those people. So yeah, I would say regulated communication, which meaning, you know, if we're talking about something, we're not yelling. We're not judging. We're not shaming. Like, we're open, we're listening, and we're willing to communicate back. And trust. Can I trust you? Can I tell you things and trust you? Can I trust that you have my best interest? Can I trust that this is a safe space for me to let you know this information? Can I trust that I could be vulnerable with you? Because I'm telling you, I do not know how to be vulnerable with people. I'm very selective when it comes to that. So I would say that that's what emotional safety looks like for me. Some of these questions are really deep. One thing you wish you did differently and one thing you regret. And I also answered this on Instagram. Literally nothing. I love my life. I don't think that I've had the best experiences at times. Some of them were my choice and some of them were just a life that was handed to me. And I wouldn't change a single thing. And I regret literally nothing in my life. I've never looked back and thought, I wish I did that differently. You know, because I am somebody who self-reflects often, and I'm always learning something new about myself, you know. For example, let's say my younger brother calls me all the time, right? And sometimes I could be like a little bit irritable and short if I'm tired, especially like if I'm like low on patience that day. And I will answer the phone once in a while and I'll be like, "What, Michael?" Like, and then there was one time that he said, like, damn, like, can't I just talk to my sister? Like, you know, how do you think it makes me feel when you answer the phone like that? And then I sat with that for a while and I thought about it and I said, you know, like, why do I need to answer the phone like that, you know? And it made me feel bad. It made me feel really bad. I didn't regret that I answered the phone like that, though. I took it, learned from it, and now my approach is way different, and I have not answered the phone like that again, ever. So I don't regret anything in my life. I believe that everything is for a reason. It's a lesson or a blessing. That's really just the answer to that question. What fear about the future keeps you awake at night? Ooh, wow, this is good. This is a really good one. I think I have to think about this one a little bit. Fear. I mean, I'm human, so I have fears and doubts. You know, sometimes I believe that I've already lived out my worst days. That I have experienced so much death in my life that nothing scares me. That's not true. But I would just say, yeah, the death of the people that I love, that's probably something that I don't intentionally think about often, but it's something that, you know, every time my phone rings, I just get that little knot in my stomach, and that's what I think it's gonna be. So, next question. Is there anything you wouldn't eat under any circumstances, even if it were healthy? Well, if it were healthy, then what's the circumstances? I don't eat fast food. You won't ever catch me at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Nah. I refuse. And I don't drink soda. What is the most attractive thing you find in another person? Is one particular thing, because I've met so many unique people who, you know, each carry a nice quality in their own way. I would say integrity, because I hold myself very highly to that standard. You know, be a person who has integrity. I think if someone has that, it's very admirable. Just being that person that shows up for themselves every day, for other people when they say that they will, and just being a good person. So yeah, having integrity is probably the most attractive thing that you could have as any individual. What would make me distance myself from somebody? Lack of trust. Even a friend, as soon as I sense like some weird shit going on, like, and I'm telling you, energy does not fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? You know, when some shit starts to be weird and you start to feel like, can I really trust this person? Yeah, nah. And I'm so like such a Cancer about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even explain. I just start to like slowly shut you out from my life. I stop telling you things. I start to become less available to you. I probably could do better with that, but sometimes, you know, people don't deserve an explanation. We're grown. You know what the fuck you're doing. What are my short-term and long-term fitness goals? Well, for a long time, I used to do fitness for a long time, my goals in fitness were always to, I don't want to say perform is the wrong word. You know, I worked out because I wanted to look good. And after my last time falling off, because I don't even want to call it a bulk. I did not intentionally gain that much weight. I fell off. I don't know what the hell I was going through or what was wrong with my body, because I felt sick. I felt horrible. I felt terrible. But it made me realize that fitness is so much more than the physical. And it's more important for me to be able to move and be functional than to just be strong and have abs. You know, the rest of that stuff, it always follows. Like, there's no way that if you're eating healthy and working out every day, you're not gonna eventually start to get abs or some shit like that. So long term and short term, I mean, short term right now I'm in a deficit because I wanted to take my life back. Like I wasn't happy with how I was looking. I wasn't confident. I wasn't comfortable physically. Like not just like comfortable in a sense where like I'm in a bathing suit and I think people are judging me. It's like I was bloated. I was in pain. Like it was horrible. So short term, yeah, I'm trying to get lean again so that way I can build up my strength again and maintain my confidence. And in long term, longevity, bro. Like I just want to stay healthy and strong and active. So, like it keeps you young. And for me personally, when I'm in my best shape, I am the best version of myself in all areas of my life. So working, my relationships with people, everything is just better. The best way to lose belly fat. I feel like this question is so random compared to the rest of them. But your diet. I mean, you cannot out-train a bad diet. I mean, yes, it's important to also train your abs because if you don't have muscles in your abdominal area, when you do lose the belly fat, you're just going to look thin. There's not going to be any definition. But if you have too much body fat to even expose the muscle that you've built, and it all comes down to your diet. A lot of the foods that we eat, and not we, because I'm on my shit. I'm locked in right now. But a lot of the foods that, people eat, they're just so high in fat or you're overeating. And if you can't control what goes in your mouth, how are you supposed to control anything else? What is your favorite part about yourself? I think I already answered that question. I'm cool. I'm cool as fuck. My ultimate goal in life. This is a broad question, but I'm serious. Not serious. Curious. My ultimate goal in life is to just be happy. I don't remember what grade in school I was exactly. But I remember being asked the question, what does success look like to you? What is your definition of success? And for some people, it might be big house, fancy car. And, I like nice things. I would never deny that. But, I feel the most successful when I'm happy. And I'm happy when I'm chasing my dreams and working on my goals and I'm balanced and I'm spending time with friends and, my family's healthy and I'm healthy. So, my ultimate goal in life is to be successful. And to be successful is to be happy doing what I love. Bro, this I am not an anti-men type of girl. Like, I'm not a man hater. But I cannot stand you motherfucker. Like, I cannot stand the motherfucking men on my Instagram sometimes. Like, the stupid ass questions that you guys ask or the dumbass shit that you guys say. Like, literally, I can't. Like, I just wish we could abolish you people. Not all men, but most of them. This question said, are you into girls? No! Why the fuck would you ask that? Why do you care? Ugh! Do I play any sports? Not anymore. I mean, I take Muay Thai classes here and there and Pilates once in a while, but I don't play any sports. I quit sports in high school when I started to become a bad kid. Am I a morning person or a night person? Neither. I'm tired in the morning and I'm tired at night. I'm more of like a 12 p.m. in the daytime. And then you got me for like 3 hours and then I need a nap. What do I do for work living in Puerto Rico? I don't know why I expect this to be obvious, but I guess it's really not, because people are still asking me that all the time. Do you really think that I would work a career and have time to freaking do as much content as I do? So I'm a content creator, fitness influencer. I'm working on building my brand, boot camps here in Puerto Rico. I do online coaching. I have brand partnerships that I make money from. And yeah, eventually I would like to start my own bathing suit line. So it's all in the works, but I work for myself. I don't work for anybody else. Why did you move to Puerto Rico? Oh my God. I'm sorry, but how many times can I answer this question? I think I've answered this question so many times that one of you guys could probably answer this for me. I don't even know if I should talk about it again, and I understand that there's always going to be new people, but like, damn. I moved to Puerto Rico because I wanted to be happy. That's it. Literally. I like it here. The same reason that some people move to freaking New York. They think New York is the greatest place in the world, and I'm just like, really? I moved to Puerto Rico because Puerto Rico is fucking awesome. Did I speak Spanish when I moved to Puerto Rico? No. No, I took Spanish in 8th and 9th grade, I think, because it was required. And, you know, I barely passed the class. Not because it was, like, hard. It was just because I didn't care about school. But, yeah, no, I really didn't speak. I spoke, like, just the basics. Like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, you know, me gusta, things like that. But, like, past that, nah. And I know people are probably curious, like, oh, how did you get around? Well, traductor, Google Translate. And a lot of people here speak English. Not that I feel like they should, because I don't speak Spanish, but people would meet me and be like, finally, I could practice my English with somebody. And I'd be like, great. That's great for you, but what about me? I'm supposed to be practicing my Spanish. So no, I didn't speak any Spanish when I moved here, honestly. But I wasn't discouraged by that. How do you combine running and the gym? Well, I wouldn't consider myself to be a runner, per se. But, like, I just started to run a little bit every couple of days. And then, you know, what I basically started to do was on my upper body days, I started running more. And then on my off days from the gym, I would have, like, a longer run or something like that. Occasionally, I would run on a leg day. They say it's actually really good for you to run after, like, a leg day or something like that. But, like, my leg days are so freaking intense that I don't even have the energy for that. Sometimes I don't even have the energy for anything else besides leg day. If you're looking to get into running, my best advice would be just start slow, start little by little, and stick with it, because there's many times that I would quit because oh God, sorry. There's so many times that I would quit running because I feel like I wasn't giving my body enough time to adapt to it. Like, my knees would hurt. I would have freaking calf pain and back pain and ankle pain. And once I stuck with it for a month, all of that went away. That looks like that was our last question. But yeah, I mean, some of these questions were really good. I really love to get deep into things. I do think that I touched the surface on a lot of things here. But that's okay. If you guys have more things, like I said, that you want to see from me, hear from me, know about me, you could always just drop them in the comments. Hit me up on Instagram. Be like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. You know, I love being a fitness influencer and a content creator, but there are many times where I am not that good at letting people inside of my life. That could be a conversation for another day. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, drop what you want to see from me in the comments, and I'm going to do my best to be consistent out here because first of all, my assistant is on my ass about it anyway. She's like, nah, no more excuses. So that's it for today. Thanks for listening, watching, and I'll see you guys soon.